So in some of my recent streams, I've been doing cannonballs on the side with floods, and this is the results. It worked out pretty well. It was very AFK. I was doing mostly like brutal black dragons for a 24-hour stream was a big one. But overall, good stuff. Hey everybody, it is Dak here from the Ed Boys, and welcome to episode 18 of the Road to 100 Mil giveaway. I'm starting off today's episode talking to this entrance guardian for the next however long this takes, and then running my ass into the Mage Training Arena minigames, which I don't know how to really do any of them at this point. Hoping to make, or not make, but get enough points to buy some Infinity Boots, and I'm probably going to do it twice in this episode. This first time just to learn how to do it, and then I'm going to speed run the second time and see what kind of profits and XP rates this gives us. So keep your fingers crossed that it goes well. Wish me a little luck, and I will see you on the other side. My man Dungeon30 aka Turning Down coming in hot with 150k donation towards the giveaway pod. Thank you very much, my man. I just received enough points to get my first pair of boots. This took me a little over 4 hours, which is not very fast by any means, but like I said, I was just learning all the methods. I don't really know how to do the mini games, blah, 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 but I think I got it figured out pretty well. I do have enough points. Let's go ahead and buy these. Ooh, that feels kind of good to go ahead and purchase some Infinity Boots. The price on these right now is pretty solid, about 1.8 mil, so even with the amount of time it took me, I was still making, I don't know, 400k an hour plus. It kind of depends on my supplies and stuff too, but it went pretty well. Let's go ahead and get a second pair. Currently working on the Enchanter's room. My strategy for this room, I believe this is the most common strategy, is just to hop worlds and come back to, excuse me, hop worlds and try to find as many Dragonstone as you can and enchant the Dragonstone because you get 10 points apiece. You need 1200 points for this room. This is one that, if you're doing all 4 rooms, I suggest starting with this one, just because if you're having trouble, kind of like I am at the moment, finding world with Dragonstones, that means that a lot of people are doing it at the moment, and you can move on to some of your other 4 and do some of those. Come back to this room. Does that make any sense? Am I coming across right? Here's a strategy I like to use with the graveyard portion of it. I go up to this pile of bones up in, looks like this is the northwest corner. Grab about 10 bones. Head over to this dispenser while I'm walking over there. Turn the bones into bananas. Go ahead and put them in the dispenser. Head back and repeat. You take damage while you're in this room. As I start to get to low health, I like to just run out to the duel arena and use one of the people there to heal me. That way I don't have to try to eat the bananas. You can just eat the bananas, or if you have bones to peaches, use that instead. The bananas just are too slow to heal. I imagine the bones to peaches work really well. I just don't have the spell. So the idea with this room is pretty freaking simple. You gotta use telekinetic grab to drag this guardian through a maze and land him on this little area. There's a lot of different mazes. You get 2 points per maze, and then like every 5 mazes you get an extra 8 points. Overall, this is probably the simplest one to do, but at the same time, possibly the most time consuming. Kind of depends on how many people are hunting Dragonstones at the time. Alright, so for this room, you are using high or low alchemy. I believe you can use either, but it doesn't really matter if you're using a staff. There's 5 different items in here. Basically, you have a list of items over here that you can use, and I'm a little distracted right now, or else I would have known that down here is the Adamant Medhelms. This shows you how many coins you get for each item, and that list changes every 30 seconds. And you're trying to get the most coins because every 100 coins is a point, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so basically every 30 seconds you gotta change which cupboard you're grabbing items from, excuse me, and they're always in the same order, so you can find where the item you need is pretty easily. The order they are in clockwise, in a clockwise rotation, I guess, is leather boots, adamant kite shield, adamant medhelms, an emerald, rune longsword, and then 3 empty ones. So here's my empty one. I'm looking for leather boots, so I'm gonna go here. And adamant kite shield. So this one is leather boots right now. So you see how it's kind of predictable, makes it kind of easy to work on. Basically, I find the item that's worth 30 coins at the time, grab 8 to 10 depending on how long it took me to find that item, and repeat. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the final cast I need to make to get my boots. I now have 120 points in telekinetic, and I got all my points in the other 3. That did take under 3 hours, not a lot under 3 hours, but Still under, just under, almost exactly 3 hours. I'm just gonna round it up to 3 hours to make it simple. But that means this made me just around 500k an hour, and I got 83k mage XP, which isn't phenomenal, but is still nice to have. Buying my second pair of infinity boots today. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and price check these quick, see if the price has changed in the last like 12 hours. No, around 1.8 mil. So it's around 600k an hour in drops, so to speak, but then I spent about 100k total, so it's a little over 500k an hour total. Kind of a nice method. I definitely like it. It's changes things up a little bit, but I probably won't be going back now that I've done it twice. I'm going to go ahead and make my next investment. It's going to be a Trident and an occult necklace. I would like to up my mage damage a little bit for both, at the moment, Crazy Archaeologist and Barros, but I'll be doing more stuff that requires mage in general, so this is going to be a good upgrade. After this, I think I'm going to go do a quick Barros run, probably not grind it quite yet. I really just want to see how well the run goes to get an idea for how much more I have to do before I really feel like it's efficient to actually grind them chests for a little bit of money. So at the moment, I'm attempting to flick my prayers a little bit just to save some money. As long as I can do it well, this should help a little bit. If I just had some really good prayer gear, like proselyte or whatever it's called, I probably wouldn't need to do this, but anything that saves some cash would be nice, because the biggest deal for me is I'm very slow at these chests, and it kind of costs me a lot to do them. So I've slowly started to speed up with my levels, but at the same time, I need to start decreasing the cost, you know? If I am not mistaken, I'm about to open up my 5th career chest on Floods. I have not gotten a unique yet, even though I wouldn't really expect it at this point. What do you have for me in Barros' chest? 25.8k. It's actually better than some of the other ones we've gotten so far, so I'm not going to complain. So, if you guys were not aware, I went away for a week. I'm actually still away right now. I'm just kidding. This is a voiceover of stuff that I was doing while I was away. I didn't get a lot of footage of me killing blue dragons, but that's what I did for the majority of the week. Here are the total blue dragon bones and blue dragon hides that I have right now. I'm going to use about 250 on an altar to get myself to 60 prayer, which means I have about 1.5 mil worth of stuff to sell, which is pretty solid. I'm going to use this for, I think after I do the prayer, I'm actually going to tan some dragon hides for a little bit, but I won't really show much of that because you guys have already seen me do it before. But just in general, I got a few range levels. I got some dragon bones that I'm going to use on a gilded altar. We're making progress. I'm going to go ahead and grab 60 prayer. Shouldn't take me too long. 60 is the next like threshold for the amount of prayer points you get for a sip, and I don't really feel like I need to go any higher than 60. That'll be enough for the majority of what I need to do on this account. So this is probably the last little bit of prayer we're doing, and from now on, anytime I go to blue drags, I can just sell the rest of the bones. And I probably will be returning just because it's not super AFK, but it's fairly AFK, and I can get some range XP there, so I don't see why I don't put a little bit of time into it for sure. This is the final clip that I got while I was gone. I'm about to go ahead and grab 62 prayer. 60 prayer. I couldn't tell you where 62 came from. Don't know where I got the extra 2. But I'm about to grab 60 prayer, which is pretty solid in terms of this account at least. For the bossing that I'm going to do, 60 prayer should be plenty. Alright, like I said, I was planning on doing some dragon hides, and now that I'm back, I am going to put a few hours into dragon hides in. This is the money that we got back from selling the dragon hides I just collected and the bones I collected. We have a total a little over 5 mil at the moment, so we are looking good. I think I can buy about an hour's worth of dragon hides at this point to tan, so I want to probably do 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. I want to make as much money as I can from this while my mind can take it, and this may be our last grind of dragon hides I do on the series, so I'm going to try to max it out a little bit. We'll see. So I only did like 2 hours of dragon hides because the prices right now are just crap. I was getting like 140 coin profit per hide when I usually do 180 to 200, so hides are up. Leathers are down. I just figure I'm kind of wasting my time there at the moment, and I didn't want to put any extra time into it because of that. So I am now going to go to the Crazy Archaeologist and hope to get, you know, one of those shards that's worth about 2 mil. If I don't really think I make a lot of money, so fingers crossed. We'll just see how this goes. Bolt tips, that's what I'm looking for. Oh my god, I don't have a teleport. I'm gonna have to run out of here. So I'm up to 100 Crazy Archaeologist kills now, which is not too bad. Overall, what I've noticed so far is it really is up to the shards, the Malediction shards and the Odium shards. Obviously, the Onyx Bolt tips help too, but if you're not getting rares, you're not making money here. Unless, of course, you're higher level and you don't spend as much as me. But for me, I only bring this Trident and this Occult because I don't like risking things. I probably could add one more item, like some more Infinity Boots. But just in general, it's really about luck here. I just realized now that my recorder got turned off, but I had stopped it at 100 KC. That kill that I was doing just there, I got some more Onyx Bolt tips. Not too bad. I'm going to be wrapping up my Crazy Archaeologist here. I did a pretty good amount. I'm trying to see exactly how many killed. I believe I'm at 166 now, and I started at 98, so about 68 is what I'm guessing. Yeah, so 68 kills, which is a little under 3 hours here. 3 hours? Maybe just over 2 instead of a little under 3. I haven't been keeping that much track of time. It went a little bit slower because I had to dodge 5 or 6 PKers, and I got PK'd 2 or 3 times. So the real bummer here is if you get PK'd or you don't get lucky, you basically just break even in terms of drops. And I really am not here to break even. I'm here to make 100 mil, so I'll probably come back to Crazy Arc in the future, but I want to get some more mage levels and maybe rethink exactly what gear I'll bring out there. I don't know. What I'm saying now is I liked how this went, but I'm not ready to return immediately. Looks like I got about 500k in drops, which is okay for how simple it was, and there's no like big rares in there, but it really isn't great. Guys, I'm about to run and do a little bit of Barros tonight. Not even a little bit. I'm actually kind of hoping to get up to somewhere in the 40 to 50 range on chests so far. Does this work? Will this give me like a 5? I'm like 90% sure I've done 5 Barros chests. Alright. I think I've done 5 of them. Something like that. I'm hoping to get in the, you know, 40 to 50 area. We'll see. I bought a lot of supplies, and I have an idea of how I'm going to work at this. So, let's just have at it. Alright, boys, third chest of the night, here we go. HL, no, I meant to say GL so that I can go ahead and get myself a piece. I'll take it though, 129k chest. That's awesome. The death runes are like my favorite part because it charges my staff really well. Sweet, I'll definitely take that. Boys and girls, this is chest number 6 on the night. Can I get something good? Oh, we got a clue scroll. Give me that elite. There's like no way that Floods can complete an elite clue scroll. I think it's the 9th of the night. Oh, the Dragon Med Helm. Ah, it's unfortunate. First Dragon Med, but if I'm not mistaken, it's like the rarity of an item. I mean, I'll take a 100k plus chest is nice. And then this guy got the top. Can we break the dry streak? No, 22 point. On chest number 22, we got 22.2k. I really have no argument with that. It's kind of a shit chest, but I like that. I don't know. Symmetricness. I'm just gonna move on. Chest number 32. It's a 1 in 16 to get a unique, so this is double the rate. Can I get my first unique? Nothing. 27k chest. That's not even a good chest. For one, I used all the charges in the Trident. Basically, drained the Trident, drained my potions, and I had to go buy more monkfish. So I spent a pretty good amount on supplies. I don't have an exact amount. I was averaging 25k per chest, so if that's 875k spent-ish. And then this is about the rewards that I got. No, I didn't keep track of it perfectly, I'm sorry. But this should be a decent, plus some cash that I didn't keep track of, period. And an elite. Oh, I got a Dragon Med Helm. And these, did I get 2 teeth or 1 loop in there too? I don't know. I don't even really care at this point. Just want to see kind of an idea. So, I made like a little over $1 million in drops, which is kind of crap for how long it took me. I only get 6 or 7 chests an hour. If I got 2 uniques, which I got enough kills that I should have gotten 2 uniques, it would have been a little bit better. So, overall, I'm pretty happy with Barros' progress at the moment. But not like really happy. It definitely can get better, but this is a good start. I'm glad I actually got a good Barros grind in tonight. Alright everybody, that is the final clip that I'm going to show you on this episode. I do have a couple more Barros clips that I'm going to be starting the next episode with that I'm pretty excited about. And we got a lot more grinding to do. At the moment I still have the 5 to 6 mil cash, but I do have some supplies and whatnot from Barros, especially the runes. That's the biggest thing. Getting a lot of death and chaos runes to charge this staff. Either way, we've been making good progress. This is episode 18. I currently plan on having this finishing on episode 30, so we are getting there, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click on that like button and tell us what you enjoyed about it. If you're looking for some more RuneScape videos like this one, then be sure to join the cul-de-sac by subscribing for more. We will see you next time.